Hello all and welcome to another caffeinated entertainment video. It's Art here with the video of the classics that I don't think should be classics. The ones I don't consider classics. I consider not really bad books, but not classics. I would not read them for enjoyment. And I know this video is going to be controversial. Because you have your own opinion. You can respectfully disagree with me in the comments down below, or you can agree with me in the comments down below. But my first author whose all of his books aren't classics to me is Ernest Hemingway. The Old Man and the Sea. I had to read Ernest Hemingway in high school, and I completely understand why people don't like him. I did not find him enthralling. I did not find him entertaining. I did not find any reason to read his books to be any bit of good. So, anything by Ernest Hemingway, nothing by Ernest Hemingway is in my collection. Nothing in Ernest Hemingway have I read since I had to read 2 or 3 of his books in high school. I can't stand his dry drivel. Another author that I don't like any of her books is Jane Austen. You read one Jane Austen novel, you read them all. They all have the same premise. They all have the same tone and narrative. Jane Austen is not a classic that has touched my shelves. Emily Bronte and Charlotte Bronte, completely different stories. Wuthering Heights, a great book, but we're not here to talk about the good ones. That may be another video. But we are here to talk about classics that I don't think should be classics. And I thought I'd bang on about the top ones right away. The third classic that I don't think should be a classic, and I can't stand this book. There's other books of his I can understand, I can stand, but for this one, it's this book in particular that is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I cannot stand that book. I cannot stand The Great Gatsby. It is not my thing. It is not a good book in my opinion. It is not a rereadable classic, and I think it's the movie by starring Leonardo DiCaprio that made this more into mainstream. But to me, The Great Gatsby is not a very good readable classic. Another not very good readable classic, well, it's considered a classic by most people, but I personally don't like, is Joseph Heller's Catch-22. For this one, I like most of the book. I just don't like the ending. The ending to me was I may try to reread this one and see if it changes my mind. And if I do, I'll do a book re-review if I decide to get there or not. But for me, it was just it wasn't very good. Another classic that I don't like is what is that called? I can see the cover, but Oh, Lord. It'll pop into my head here in a second. We may move on to another one, and that being I didn't like. Now this is a purely I didn't like, but I didn't like The Giver. It's not that I don't think it's not a classic. I do think it's a classic. It has classic elements, but for me, it didn't reach me at all. It wasn't. I guess it was the time that I read it, but I read it in grade school, and I didn't like it. But the one book this book is somewhat considered a classic, and I don't like it. At least I think it's considered classic literature. I've always heard it mentioned alongside classic literature, and I really don't like this one. And this is the one I was trying to think of earlier, and that is Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. It's word drivel at best, in my opinion. It's too big for its own good. It's not concise. It's not any good at all. And I have read it. I did read it once after I got out of college all the way through, stomached all the way through it. And I did try to do several rereads of it, and I just cannot stomach this book. So those are the classics that I don't think should be classics. And some of them, it's an author's whole body of work, like Hemingway and Jane Austen. I can't stand anything by them because, Hemingway, it's because it's usually slow and dark, and he is a man that committed, that took his own life, that ended his own life. That's historically accurate. He ended his own life, which is always sad. And I'll just go ahead and say it. If you ever feel that way, seek help. There are numbers you can Google to get that help. But his books for me were just kind of dry, really dry. Jane Austen's book, like I said, were just, if you've read one, you've read them all. They were formulaic, and that's why I didn't like them. But leave in the comments down below classics that a whole group of people, or maybe the entire world or a country thinks is a classic that you don't think is a classic. Or disagree with me in the comments down below. But this is what I say. You know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, happy reading, much happier reading. I'll see you again soon. And peace.